Have you ever thought that eating nuts every day is good for your health? Peanuts, but what if I told you that some nuts could be silently damaging your kidneys, leading to kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, and other serious health risks? In this video, we'll reveal the hidden dangers of certain nuts, why eating them the wrong way can turn them into kidney killers, and most importantly, how to eat them safely to protect your health. Make sure to watch until the end because missing just one key tip could mean unknowingly putting your kidneys at risk. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. These nuts are silently destroying your kidneys. Doctors urge, no matter your age, eat in moderation. Doctor, my back hurts so much. I can't even pull up my pants. Xiao Lu staggered into the clinic, clutching his waist, his face drained of all color, beads of cold sweat forming on his forehead. Every step was agonizing. He tried to sit down but immediately winced in pain, shooting back up with a sharp gasp. It's been a month already. I can't sit, I can't lie down, and I definitely can't sleep through the night, he groaned, his voice filled with exhaustion and despair. At first, he brushed it off as a common office worker's ailment, just another case of back pain from sitting too long. But as the weeks went by, the pain only worsened, creeping into his daily life like an unshakable shadow. Even going to the bathroom became unbearable. Today, he had finally reached his breaking point. After a thorough examination, the doctor ordered an ultrasound. But when the results came in, they were more shocking than Xiao Lu had ever imagined. Kidney stones. Xiao Lu was in disbelief. What? That can't be right. I eat healthy. How could this happen? The doctor studied the ultrasound report with a grim expression. You have a 0.8 centimeter stone in your right kidney. That's not small. Xiao Lu's eyes widened in shock. A stone? That's impossible. I don't even eat junk food. The doctor looked up, his gaze sharp. Then tell me, what does your daily diet look like? Xiao Lu hesitated, scratching his head. I don't eat much. Just some nuts as snacks. Sometimes, I even have them as a full meal. At this, the doctor sighed and shook his head. Just that? You don't realize it, but you've been eating far more than just a little. Do you have any idea how high the oxalate content in certain nuts is? Xiao Lu frowned, confused. But I thought nuts were healthy. The doctor tapped on the report and said seriously, health benefits depend on how you eat them. Eating them incorrectly is like making your kidney stones. He continued, his voice firm. Cashews, almonds, and many other nuts contain high levels of oxalate. When oxalate enters your body, it acts like a magnet for calcium, forming tiny calcium oxalate crystals. If you don't drink enough water and your urine flow is weak, these small crystals don't get flushed out. Instead, they accumulate, just like sediment clogging a water pipe. Over time, these deposits grow larger and larger, eventually turning into kidney stones. A shiver ran down Xiao Lu's spine. He had always believed nuts were good for his health, nutrient-dense, packed with protein and healthy fats. But he had never imagined that eating them the wrong way could lead to such a painful consequence. His voice trembled as he asked, Doctor, does this mean I can never eat nuts again? The doctor's expression remained serious. It's not about avoiding nuts altogether. The real question is, are you eating them the right way? In reality, many people, just like Xiao Lu, blindly believe that nuts are a miracle health food. But what they don't realize is that hidden dangers are lurking beneath that assumption. These dangers aren't something you notice immediately. But every single day, with every handful of nuts, you may unknowingly be stepping into a health trap that will come back to haunt you. 1. Why do seemingly harmless nuts harm your kidneys? Many people consider nuts to be one of the healthiest snack options, rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats that support heart health and brain function. But did you know that some nuts may pose a hidden risk to your kidneys? While they are packed with nutrients, certain varieties contain a naturally occurring compound that can silently harm your kidneys over time. Could it be the way you consume them, or donuts themselves contain an overlooked danger? Today, we're diving deep into the facts behind this surprising health concern. 1. The invisible killer in nuts, oxalate. Oxalate is a naturally occurring compound found in many plant-based foods, including nuts, vegetables, and certain fruits. While it is harmless in moderate amounts for most people, excessive oxalate intake can spell trouble, especially for kidney health. Think of oxalate as an invisible glue inside your body. When consumed, oxalate binds with calcium, forming tiny, sharp calcium oxalate crystals. These crystals can be as small as grains of sand at first, but under certain conditions, such as dehydration or low urine output, they accumulate and grow larger over time. Eventually, they can develop into hard kidney stones that lodge in the kidneys, causing severe pain and potential complications. If left unchecked, recurrent kidney stones can lead to kidney damage and increase the risk of chronic kidney disease. 2. Which nuts have high oxalate content? Although nuts are often praised for their health benefits, some contain significant amounts of oxalate, making them a hidden risk for individuals prone to kidney stones. Here's a breakdown of oxalate levels in commonly consumed nuts. Cashews, 49 milligrams of oxalate per 100 g, classified as a high oxalate food. Almonds, 40 milligrams of oxalate per 100 g. Peanuts, 15 to 20 milligrams of oxalate per 100 g. For comparison, spinach, one of the most well-known high oxalate foods, contains around 97 milligrams per 100 g. This means that despite their reputation as a healthy snack, some nuts have oxalate levels approaching that of spinach. Consuming these nuts in excess without proper hydration or dietary balance can quietly increase your risk of kidney stone formation. 3. The long-term consequences of overconsumption. Eating high oxalate nuts in moderation is generally safe for most people, but excessive and long-term consumption can lead to more serious health consequences than you might expect. Calcium depletion, increased risk of osteoporosis. When oxalate binds to calcium, it prevents the body from absorbing this essential mineral. Over time, a diet high in oxalates may contribute to calcium loss, weakening bones and increasing the risk of osteoporosis. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Kidney damage, chronic kidney disease, CKD. Repeated formation of kidney stones can cause persistent kidney stress, leading to long-term damage and even chronic kidney disease in severe cases. Urinary tract issues, recurrent infections, and surgery. Kidney stones don't just cause intense pain, they can also lead to recurrent urinary tract infections, UTIs, and, in some cases, require surgical removal if they become too large to pass naturally. Final thoughts. Should you avoid nuts completely? Nuts remain a great source of healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals when consumed in moderation. However, if you have a history of kidney stones or kidney disease, it's important to be mindful of oxalate intake. To minimize risk, consider drinking plenty of water to help flush out oxalates and prevent crystal formation. Eating a well-balanced diet that includes calcium-rich foods to prevent oxalates from binding in the kidneys. Moderating high oxalate nut consumption or opting for lower oxalate alternatives like macadamia nuts, walnuts, or pecans. By understanding the hidden risks associated with high oxalate foods, you can make informed choices to protect your kidney health while still enjoying your favorite snacks. 2. The healthy snacks you think you're eating might hide 4 major health risks. When it comes to healthy eating, nuts are often considered a go-to snack. They are packed with essential nutrients, including unsaturated fatty acids, protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Many people firmly believe in the idea that eating a handful of nuts every day is good for your health. While this is generally true, there are hidden dangers associated with consuming certain types of nuts improperly. Instead of benefiting your body, the wrong nuts, or eating them in the wrong way, can turn into silent kidney killers, posing severe health risks over time. Your kidneys play a crucial role in filtering waste, regulating fluids, and maintaining overall bodily balance. However, when you unknowingly consume nuts that contain harmful compounds, you may be putting immense strain on your kidneys, potentially leading to severe complications. Among the different varieties of nuts available, 4 specific types pose significant health traps that could increase your risk of kidney damage and other related illnesses. If you're not careful, your kidneys might just go on strike. Trap 1. High oxalate nuts, the building blocks of kidney stones. Would you ever imagine that your daily nut consumption could be silently forming tiny stones inside your kidneys? Some nuts contain dangerously high levels of oxalates, natural compounds that can bind with calcium in your body and form calcium oxalate crystals, one of the primary causes of kidney stones. These microscopic crystals may initially be harmless, resembling grains of sand. However, if you do not drink enough water, these crystals can accumulate and gradually grow into large, painful kidney stones, which can obstruct the urinary tract and cause unbearable pain. Among the worst offenders in this category are cashews, containing approximately 49 milligrams of oxalate per 100 g. These nuts are high-risk foods for kidney stone formation. Almonds, another high oxalate nut that could contribute to kidney problems over time. Peanuts, though technically a legume, peanuts have high oxalate levels that can still pose risks. To minimize your risk, it is essential to heavy checkmark drink plenty of water to help flush out oxalates before they crystallize. Heavy checkmark moderate your intake of high oxalate nuts, especially if you are prone to kidney stones. Heavy checkmark pair these nuts with calcium-rich foods, such as yogurt or cheese, as dietary calcium can bind with oxalates in the intestines before they reach the kidneys. Trap 2. High phosphorus nuts, the accelerator of chronic kidney disease. If you already have kidney issues, consuming high phosphorus nuts may rapidly worsen your condition. Phosphorus is a vital mineral that supports bone health and cell function. However, people with kidney disease struggle to eliminate excess phosphorus from their bodies. When phosphorus builds up in the bloodstream, it acts as an invisible toxin, causing severe complications such as vascular calcification, hardening of the arteries, increases the risk of heart disease. Bone loss and osteoporosis make fractures more likely. Glomerulosclerosis is a condition that worsens chronic kidney disease. Nuts with exceptionally high phosphorus levels include sunflower seeds, containing up to 660 milligrams of phosphorus per 100 g. These seeds can be particularly dangerous for those with kidney problems. Hazelnuts, another phosphorus-rich nut that should be eaten in moderation. If you are at risk of kidney disease, limit your intake of these nuts and choose lower phosphorus alternatives such as macadamia nuts. Trap 3. High sodium nuts, the silent overload that wears down your kidneys. Flavored or salted nuts may be delicious, but they come with a hidden cost: excess sodium. Overconsumption of sodium puts a tremendous burden on your kidneys, forcing them to work harder to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance. This can lead to high blood pressure, increases the risk of kidney disease. Fluid retention causes swelling and discomfort. Accelerated kidney function decline, especially in individuals with pre-existing conditions. Common high-sodium nuts include salted cashews, honey-glazed peanuts, salted pistachios. A single 100 g serving of salted peanuts can contain up to 880 milligrams of sodium, half the recommended daily sodium intake. Combined with other daily foods like soup or pickles, it's easy to exceed safe sodium levels. To protect your kidneys, opt for unsalted or lightly salted nuts. Reduce your overall sodium intake by avoiding processed and packaged foods. Drink plenty of water to help flush excess sodium from your system. Trap 4. Moldy nuts, the invisible killer of aflatoxins. Even the healthiest nuts can become hazardous if stored improperly. When nuts are exposed to moisture and warmth, they can develop mold, leading to the production of aflatoxin, a highly toxic compound classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization, WHO. Aflatoxins pose extreme health risks, including direct damage to the liver and kidneys. Long-term exposure can contribute to chronic kidney disease and even kidney failure. Hard to detect. Aflatoxins have no noticeable taste or smell, making them virtually impossible to identify without proper testing. Heat-resistant, unlike other toxins, aflatoxins remain stable at temperatures as high as 300 degrees Celsius, meaning regular roasting or baking won't destroy them. To minimize the risk of aflatoxin contamination, follow these essential anti-toxin tips. Check appearance. Discard nuts with moldy spots, discoloration, or unusual black/yellow spots. Smell before eating. Fresh nuts should have a natural aroma. If they smell musty, bitter, or rancid, don't eat them. Buy from reputable brands. Choose vacuum-sealed nuts from trusted sources and avoid purchasing cheap, bulk nuts with uncertain storage conditions. Store properly. Keep nuts in an airtight container in a cool, dry place or refrigerate them. Consume within 2 weeks of opening to ensure freshness. Final thoughts. Eating nuts the healthy way. Nuts can be a fantastic source of nutrition when chosen and consumed wisely. However, failing to consider their oxalate, phosphorus, sodium, and aflatoxin content could pose significant health risks, particularly for your kidneys. By being mindful of these 4 major health traps, you can continue to enjoy nuts safely without jeopardizing your well-being. Remember, healthy eating isn't just about choosing nutritious foods, it's also about knowing how to consume and store them correctly. 3. Be cautious. The healthy snacks you believe you're enjoying could secretly be a time bomb for your kidneys. While nuts are known for being packed with nutrients and can offer various health benefits when consumed in moderation, the truth is that overindulgence can turn them into a silent health killer. The risks for your kidneys, in particular, cannot be ignored. Here are the dangers you should be aware of. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Trap 1. High caloric content, leading to silent weight gain. You might assume that eating nuts won't contribute to weight gain, but that's a misconception. Nuts are much higher in calories than you might think. For example, 100 grams of cashews contain 553 kilocalories, which is equivalent to 2 full bowls of rice. Similarly, 100 grams of walnuts provide 654 kilocalories, about the same as a fried chicken meal. Even a modest 30-gram portion of nuts contains the equivalent calories of a whole chocolate bar. If you mindlessly snack on nuts while binge-watching your favorite shows, you might end up consuming thousands of extra calories without realizing it. This calorie surplus could lead to fat buildup and weight gain, and ultimately put unnecessary strain on your kidneys as they work harder to filter out waste products from your body. Trap 2. High fat content, causing your kidneys to struggle. While nuts are rich in healthy fats, such as omega-3s, excessive intake can still be detrimental to your health. A high-fat diet can negatively impact blood circulation, leading to various issues. For one, consuming too much fat can increase blood lipid levels, which makes your blood thicker and raises the filtration burden on your kidneys. Additionally, overconsumption of fat can lead to a condition known as glomerulosclerosis, where the tiny filtering units in the kidneys become scarred and damaged, accelerating kidney function decline. Excess fat in the body also promotes insulin resistance, which can result in high blood sugar levels, a significant factor in the development of kidney disease. Trap 3. High sodium levels, overworking your kidneys. You might be surprised to learn that a small handful of salted cashews or other salted nuts can pack a significant amount of sodium, sometimes more than an entire plate of stir-fried vegetables. For instance, 100 grams of salted peanuts contain between 800 to 880 milligrams of sodium, which is almost half the recommended daily intake. If you pair these nuts with high-sodium foods, like hot pot or barbecue dishes, the sodium burden on your kidneys can spike dramatically. Excessive sodium intake contributes to higher blood pressure, further stressing your kidneys. It can also lead to water retention, kidney edema, and an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. Even so-called unsalted nuts can be problematic, as some processed varieties still contain added sodium. Always check the nutrition label to ensure you're not consuming more sodium than you realize. Trap 4. Overeating nuts. Your digestive system may protest. Have you ever experienced unpleasant symptoms like bad breath, oral odor, bloating, or indigestion after eating nuts? These reactions could be the result of the high oil content in nuts affecting the balance of bacteria in your mouth, leading to foul breath. Additionally, your digestive system may struggle to fully process the dietary fiber in nuts, especially if you have a sensitive stomach or digestive issues. Overeating nuts can lead to bloating, gas, or discomfort, making your stomach protest. If you suffer from gastrointestinal problems or sensitive intestines, it's essential to limit your nut consumption to prevent digestive distress. In summary, while nuts can be a healthy and nutritious snack when eaten in moderation, consuming them in excess may lead to a range of health issues that could harm your kidneys and other parts of your body. So next time you reach for a handful of nuts, remember the potential consequences of overindulgence. 4. This is how to eat nuts healthily. 4 key points to avoid kidney minefields. Are nuts healthy? The answer is, it depends on how you eat them. Eating them right, nuts are a health bonus. Eating them wrong, they might become a kidney burden. Remember these 4 principles to make nuts your health partner, not a health killer. 1. Choose the right nuts. Low salt, low sugar, minimally processed. The health value of nuts is 80% determined by their processing methods. Salted nuts, sugar-coated nuts, and cream-flavored nuts contain high sodium, high sugar, and high calories, which can easily increase the burden on the kidneys. Raw nuts, lightly roasted nuts, and nuts in shells reduce additives and retain their original nutrition, better for your kidneys. When buying, remember these 3 key points. The simpler the ingredient list, the better, ideally just nuts. Avoid vegetable oil-fried or flavored nuts. Choose raw nuts or low-temperature roasted varieties to reduce the risk of oxalate damaging your kidneys. 2. Control your intake. Don't overeat. Nuts are small, but you must control the amount and avoid eating too many at once. Recommended daily intake. General population. A small handful, 20-30 g, daily. People with kidney issues. No more than 10-15 g daily to avoid increasing the burden. Reference. 20 g of nuts is almost equal to the amount of a small cup lid. Do you have these unconscious overeating habits? Munching on nuts while watching TV, only to realize you've finished the whole bag. Using nuts as a meal replacement. Eating until your mouth is dry but still grabbing a few more. Solution. Portion them into small dishes. Don't eat directly from the bag. Pair nuts with other foods, like yogurt or fruit, to avoid a one-time overdose. 3. Drink more water after eating nuts to help your kidneys detox. The oxalate in nuts increases the kidney burden. Drinking enough water reduces the risk of kidney stones. Recommended water intake. General population, 1,500 to 2,000 milliliters daily, 6 to 8 cups. People prone to kidney stones, 2,000 to 2,500 milliliters daily, 8 to 10 cups. Water drinking tip. Within 1 hour after eating nuts, drink at least 1 cup of water to help dilute oxalate in urine. Avoid the strong tea plus nuts combo, as adding oxalic acid makes it easier to form kidney stones. 4. Pair nuts with these foods for better health. Best pairings. With vegetables, like spinach and lettuce, adds dietary fiber and reduces gastrointestinal burden. With fruit, like apples and bananas, vitamin C helps oxalate metabolism, reducing the risk of stones. With milk or yogurt, calcium binds with oxalate, reducing intestinal absorption and lowering kidney stone risk. Avoid wrong pairings. Nuts plus red meat, like grilled steak, high fat, high calories, increasing the metabolic burden on the kidneys. Nuts plus coffee or strong tea, adding oxalic acid increases the risk of kidney stones. And that wraps up today's video. We've uncovered the hidden risks of eating nuts the wrong way and how they can silently harm your kidneys. Now, it's your turn. What have you learned today? Share one key takeaway in the comments below and let us know how you'll apply it in your daily life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more health insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.